have such a bad habit of
Always
not
wanted to
turning
play
my
KOTOR
microphone
for the
on.
story, but never could master the combat system. So I'm using an invincibility cheat, and what a great
Nice.
story it is. Hope Disney dips their toe into Old Republic soon.
Vince Wynn, thank you so much for the first super chat and channel support, man. First super chat and channel support of December 2020. Happy December, guys. Hope you are all doing well. It's chilly here in Florida. So used to just sweating our asses off down here, even in December. What is the temperature outside right now? So some of you guys who are from the north or much colder climates than me will laugh at whatever I'm about to tell you. Let's see. St. Augustine, Florida weather. Let's see what the temperature is right now. 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 10 degrees Celsius. That's current. It is chilly. It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly outside. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Not much going on today. I actually just finished rendering a video. Should be scheduling that for either tomorrow or Thursday. Probably Thursday, just to have a video up before Mandalorian on Friday. It kind of leads into that. It's kind of relevant to the last episode and whatnot. Yeah. Anyway, welcome, guys. Vince Wynn, thank you so much once again. Vince says, always wanted to play KOTOR for the story, but never could master the combat system. So I'm using an invincibility cheat, and what a great story it is. Hope Disney dips their toe into Old Republic soon. That's probably the way that that actually sounds pretty tempting, man. That's something that I've never been able to get into with KOTOR. I'm not a fan of like turn-based stuff. I know that you can turn that off though in KOTOR, right? I don't know. Yeah, the combat has always felt super clunky to me. It feels like, you know, early MMO kind of combat systems. I feel like KOTOR is the type of game that people enjoy for the story. I don't think the gameplay is all that fantastic. You know, I've only played maybe a total of 8 or 10 hours of the game in my entire life. But yeah, that's probably the best way to go about events. I've had so many people like tell me or even send me links to like KOTOR cutscene breakdowns and like the entire story of KOTOR and whatnot. In YouTube form, you know, where they take all the cinematics and just kind of boil it down into one video. And maybe I'll watch that at some point, but boy, yeah. I turned up my strength to 99, so everything's a one-hit kill. Cheap, but I've enjoyed it much more. Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all, man. Talking about old games, actually, my wife watches a Food Network like baking competition show, yeah, I'll watch it, but I usually don't get that into it. So I actually fired up the Switch mobile, you know, the handheld Switch version for the first time, and played a little A Link to the Past on it last night on the couch for an hour. It was fun. I could definitely see myself. I think I'm going to have to implement one rule on myself. That I do not take the Switch to bed. If I take that thing to bed, I would be up till 2 in the morning playing A Link to the Past. I'm going to have to restrict myself and not do that. But yeah, it's fun as hell, Vince. I haven't played that game. 15 years is probably the last time I fired that game up. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I just found one of the on the right side of the map, one of like it's like a necklace or something, a green one that the old guy tells you to get, and now I have to get 2 more, and I have to get the sword. Yeah, like I said, it's been a very long time since I've played that game, but it's a good one. I'm really just like gearing up to beat the game before I get Breath of the Wild on the Switch. My wife is getting that for me for Christmas, so I'm like, you know, 25 days until I can pop in Breath of the Wild. I'm just kind of getting antsy. But yeah. Anyway. Sarah Heat, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that. I do see, let me see. Please look for a previous comment up. It won't let me put a comment and pay. That's really strange. I think you had this issue beforehand on mobile, correct? I think so. But let me take a quick sip. Let's see. There we go. Sarah Heat, thank you so much. HelloGreedo, I was wondering, do you think that the person that saved Grogu was Master Jocasta Nu, who I'm sure you all know who that is? Like the librarian from the Jedi Archives that appears in... Well, she appears in the Clone Wars. It's Attack of the Clones. It's not Revenge of the Sith, right? I guess I could Google this. But I'm going to let my horrible prequel memory kind of be my guide today. But where did that go? Sarah said, let me scroll up and find it once again. Sarah says, I was wondering, do you think that the person that saved Grogu was Master Jocasta or possibly a future Inquisitor? Oh, interesting. That is... I hadn't really... See, Sarah, it's really interesting because... my brain, for whatever reason, whenever, something happens in a Mandalorian episode or whatnot, a lot like your brain, and probably most Star Wars fans' brains go to all these like, who could have saved Grogu? Who could have saved Grogu? My brain, I don't know why. I just like don't speculate like that. But when I hear speculation like that, it kind of excites me. I dig it. Yeah, I would say that's a really, really good. That's a really, really good guess, Sarah. I think the last time that I saw Jocasta in anything was the Dark Lord of the Sith comic book by Charles Soule. I have like 15 issues of that, and that's the last time I saw Jocasta. That's a really good guess. A future Inquisitor? I don't know. But that... Oh, man. In a flashback, they can show scenes of Anakin killing younglings and Grogu escaping. Yeah. I like the idea of Jocasta Nu being the one that saves Grogu. If I had to guess, it will be someone we're familiar with if we ever find that out, Sarah? Since it was mentioned, I'm sure that will be... Oh, she was recently killed by Vader in the comics? Oh, oopsie-daisy. The timeline would still... Unless... When does the comic take place? Yeah. But since that was brought up, there's no question in my mind that we will eventually hear of exactly who... was the one to save Grogu, Interesting. The timeline would still work? Okay. Cal Kestis. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be all sorts of like crazy tie-ins that me and my brain will not be able to keep up with. Like it kind of reminds me of like when I watch Jeopardy or if I play Trivial Pursuit. If you give me 30 seconds to a minute, I could figure it out. But there is no Jeopardy 30 second to a minute tournament. It's the quickest to the buzzer. If you leave me here for a little bit, I can figure out the timelines and I can figure out the puzzle pieces. But you're not a Jeopardy champion if you need that much time, right? It's kind of interesting how my brain is just not fast when it comes to that kind of stuff. But anyway, Sarah, I appreciate that. That's definitely something that's kind of exciting to find out. And we've seen flashbacks in the Mandalorian, so there's no question in my mind that could be some flashbacks involving Grogu, the child, and whoever saved the child. Yeah, no idea who it could be. Said his memory got dark after Order 66, right? Yeah, I don't know. What's everybody's guess? I mean, that's it's kind of interesting about The Mandalorian is, and to tell you the truth, I kind of missed all this speculation, as wild as it sometimes is. Like, who could have saved Grogu? Yet everybody, there's like 50 different names that have been listed in this chat. And it kind of makes it fun, you know? Some people, I see Kyle Katarn, some people are wanting, you know, some characters to be pulled, Starkiller, to be pulled out of Legends and brought into canon. But yeah, it's interesting. It is interesting. A lot of people saying Mace Windu. There you go, Galactic. What's up, man? Dexter Jexter. I think is it Jester? I think it's Dexter Jexter, right? Dexter. Oh, it's Jetster. Jetster. Is he named after Jet? Isn't there Jet Lucas? Yeah. Is Dexter Jexter named Dexter Jetster named after Jet Lucas? I'm going to do, let's see. It doesn't say. That makes sense. Same spelling. I'm gonna name a character after you, son. Hell yeah, is it gonna be a Jedi? Is it gonna be a badass bounty hunter? No, it's gonna be a 50s diner named Dexter Jetster. There you go. Anyway, I appreciate that, Sarah. And Subterrell Prospector, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Subterrell says, hey, HG. Hope you and yours are well. Do you remember Republic Commando? I'm hoping a modern version of that comes out someday. Imperial Commando. Oh, I dig it. So, we're all doing well here. We're all a little, like, under the weather. No fevers or anything like that. Running, like, I ran 4 miles last night with a little stuffy nose, you know. I think we're fine. I think everybody, like, as soon as somebody gets the sniffles, they think they have COVID. We actually looked into testing around here. It's $150 to get tested. For whatever reason, I've lived my entire life over the past few months thinking that insurance would take care of it, or it was free. USA. But anyway, Subterrell. I never played Republic Commando. I never played Republic Commando when it first came out. The only time I've ever played Republic Commando was maybe like 3 years ago on a live stream. And I only played it for like an hour. And it was literally the first time I ever fired up that game. I went live and it was embarrassing. I did not know the controls. I actually didn't know you could control your commandos. I didn't know anything about the game. And I was just basically running around, barely paying attention to the game, just reading the chat. It was a horrible experience, and I would love to be able to eventually play it. It would be fun. I do remember when I did fire it up, I do remember like the intro where you see all the other clones, and it was a cool intro. You're on Camino. I vaguely remember that. But yeah, in terms of games that I would like to eventually play and maybe beat on a live stream, Republic Commando is certainly high on the list. And it's definitely one of like the most requested games that people want me to play on here, you know. But yeah, that being said, Imperial Commando, why not? I would like something, I guess, like that, where almost like a band of brothers at arms. Is that what the game is called? You know, it's a kind of a first-person shooter, but it's also kind of where you're able to send units and play a little more tactically in single player than normal like Battlefront game, right? It would be kind of fun to have something like that. Yeah, Brothers in Arms. It would be kind of fun to have something like that. But updated, in Star Wars. Be kind of cool. But oh yeah, Bill Burr action figure. Thank you so much, Sarah. Give me 1 sec there. I'm gonna actually look this up. Let's see. Bill Burr action figure. Does it not exist? Bill Burr action figure. People have created. Wait, hold on. That's not what I should have searched for his character name, right? Let's see. A custom Bill Burr Star Wars Mandalorian action figure. Nope. Mayfield, the sharpshooter. This is awesome. This is cool, man. Check that link out that I just posted. Where's it from? It's from a Reddit post. I guess I should share the Reddit post so the person gets credit. Here's the Reddit post. That's funny, man.
Mando should be a background character to these big galactic issues. Show should stay focused on a small-scale quest. Mando is just a man trying to make his way in the galaxy, lol.
Galactic Greaser and Sarah Heat, thank you both so much. And I appreciate the patience. I'm just taking a look at this awesome custom Bill Burr action figure. Wicked Joyful. Let me look this up real quick. I'm going to go down a rabbit hole. If this is available, I might order it. Wicked Joyful. 80s, 90s, wickedjoyful.com. Here's the story behind... Oh, it's a pinned tweet. Wait, there is custom... Oh, it's $200. Jesus. $200. I mean, like, I guess I get it. There's a... Oh, this guy actually does a lot of cool custom figures, but they are very expensive. Like, Blank Man. Do you guys remember Blank Man? Marlon Wayans, right? He has a custom Blank Man figure for $150. He has a custom Weezer figure for $200. Kurt Cobain for $150. I mean, they're badass, but that's almost the price of a Nintendo Switch, my friend. Let's see here. Pretty badass, though. I'm going to have to tweet them. Let's see. Alright. Sorry, guys. Anyway. Sarah Heat and Galactic Greaser, thank you both so much. Sarah, let me find... there we go. Sarah says, do you think Grogu will disconnect himself from the Force? Also, did you enjoy Episode 5? Grogu disconnecting from the Force, I almost view him as too young to even have the concept of doing so. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like he's so young and, 50 years old in the grand scheme of a 900-year-old life? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he's such, like, a child, a little baby, that he's just running on instinct, and he's finally... Like, he took that little shifter knob using the Force, right? I almost feel like he just now knows how to control it, and the concept of disconnecting oneself from the Force is probably way too grown up for little baby Yoda to even to even comprehend. You know what I mean? Maybe it's going to be an unwilling thing, but I guess that's possible. So no, I doubt he'll disconnect himself from the Force, especially after going to the destination that they're going to be heading to. I think which I'm really curious what they're going to find, who they're going to find. There's going to be a Jedi out there who I'm sure will sense Grogu. Maybe not, they'll never come in contact physically, maybe. But there will be some kind of connection there. I don't know. Yeah, I did thoroughly enjoy episode 5. I'm assuming you're talking about season 2, episode 5, right? Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit. My only complaint is kind of what I've said in my recent videos, where there is a redundant factor, kind of feels like we're going through the motions. There's so many episodes that feel so similar to one another, where, you know, Village needs help, Mando helps Village. I feel like that's been so, maybe if you broke it down episode to episode, that it wouldn't be as glaringly like redundant as it is in my brain. But at a certain point, it's kind of, it's starting to get a little repetitive to me. Maybe future episodes will break that monotony, but yeah, it was great to see Ahsoka. I thought Rosario Dawson did an awesome job. You know, first time we see Ahsoka in live action, it wasn't jarring. It just kind of blended. It felt right. You know, you see this character for so long in animation, and to see her in live action, it really did feel seamless. It didn't feel like a stretch, you know. But yeah, I appreciate that, Sarah. And Galactic Greaser, thank you so much as well. Galactic says, Mando should be a background character to these big galactic issues. Show should stay focused on the small-scale quest. Mando is just... See, LOL. Oh, I completely agree. Like, I don't want Mando to have some kind of, like, grand role in... I don't even know what I'm... like, that's the vibe that I get as well, Galactic. Mando has just happened to find himself in this situation, right? He's John McClane in Nakatomi Tower. He didn't want to be here, but he found himself here. Just a man trying to make his way in the galaxy. And if he all of a sudden is like the reason that, I don't know, just random stuff, like the reason that Rey, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if so much hinges on Mando, to me, it's going to feel a little goofy. I know people probably love that. These giant connections and whatnot. People like eat it up in Star Wars. To me, it's cool, but I would rather have this small-scale story of a man trying to make his way in the galaxy and just kind of like oops-a-daisy stumbling into something. If that makes sense at all. I like the idea of small-scale stories in the Star Wars universe. Not everything needs to have giant galaxy-wide consequences, right? But yeah, so far, I think they've done a good job kind of dipping their toe into like a broader, large-scale story. And I'm sure it'll get even bigger from this point on. But, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, Galactic, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I actually scheduled my, well, I haven't scheduled it yet. My video about like Ahsoka and Boba Fett leaks and stuff like that. I scheduled it for Thursday, or I will schedule it for Thursday. And it's kind of interesting. Like, I thought about it a lot this morning. How amazing would it have been if none of the leaked information or the oopsie-daisies from the productions happened? You know, like, somebody posted Boba Fett, Tamora Morrison as Boba Fett on a talent agency website. Oopsie-daisy. Oopsie-daisy, a Ahsoka Black Series lightsaber toy, has a picture of what is a remarkably Rosario Dawson resembling Ahsoka on the side of the box. Oopsie-daisy. Imagine how cool it would have been if we all didn't know that Ahsoka was going to pop up. Would have been one of the best surprises in any Star Wars thing. To experience that, like, it would have been cool. But we live in the world of gotta spread the leaks. Gotta get them clicks. Gotta spoil it all. Oh well. Oops-a-daisies. Sapity, thank you so much for the channel support. Astro Jammer, thank you so much as well. I greatly appreciate it, guys. Sapity says, Happy December. Too early to say Merry Christmas? Nah. Hope you and the family do well. Think it was Blue Jeans guy from the Siege episode who saved Grogu. You're probably right. I love it. I love it, man. And I love how somebody made it like a Blue Jeans guy action figure. For those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, in the background behind Grief and Cara Dune, right? I think it was like during a scene, like a shot with them. A guy from the production, like, can be seen in the background, just like shoulder and jeans, and it's just kind of cool. I love when that kind of stuff happens, and I love how the internet takes it and just runs with it as a silly meme, right? Yeah, we're doing well, man. Nah, it's not too early to say Merry Christmas. Everybody's got their lights and their trees up around here, so and it's chilly for the first time this year today. 50 degrees. But yeah, you're probably right. Spread that rumor. Blue Jeans guy from the Siege. I think there's actually a Blue Jeans guy, unless this was a fake, like, screenshot. Blue Jeans guy Mandalorian. I thought there was, let's see. The Mandalorian digitally erases Jeans guy blooper. Oh, really? The Mandalorian has edited out its infamous Jeans guy gaffe on Disney Plus. That's funny. After viewers pointed out on social media, it turns out there are serious benefits to having your own streaming service. Hey, that's true. That's funny. Jeans guy has been removed from The Mandalorian Chapter 12. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Like, kind of funny. You know, why would you take... I don't know. I like it. I kind of like it. Just a little Easter egg for those who are paying attention, who like production stuff, you know. Man. Oh well. Anyway, I appreciate that, Sapity. And Astro Jammer and Oscar Rodriguez, thank you guys so much. Final super chat, channel sports of the stream before I jet. It is time for me to head out and knock some stuff out before my daughter wakes up from her nappy nap. Let's take a quick sip. There we go. Astro Jammer, thank you so much. Do you see them recasting the big three for post Return of the Jedi story? Oh, one second.
Social media. Rey is on Facebook linking with all of her people you may know. Luke is on LinkedIn. Ahsoka is on TikTok. Han refuses to have social media. Ahsoka has an OnlyFans.
Benjamin, thank you so much, man. Astro, Oscar, and Ben, thank you guys so much for the final super chats. I appreciate it, guys. Astro says, do you see them recasting the big three for post Return of the Jedi stories? How would you feel about that happening? Love the channel, man. Astro, well, thank you so much. Obviously, this is not a post Return of the Jedi story, you know, young Han Solo. I think it would be so weird, maybe too weird, to have Han, Luke, and Leia be played by anyone else post Return of the Jedi. It fits with, like, you know, doing young Han Solo. That's fine. It fits. You can't, you know, I mean, I guess you could de-age a Harrison Ford, but it would be goofy. I'm fine with going back in time and doing these young movies and whatnot. That's cool. Man, I think I think it would be too weird. When I first read your question, Astro, in my head I was like, yeah, whatever. But I feel like it would be too jarring and too weird to have post-Return of the Jedi stories that recast Han, Luke, and Leia. I mean, imagine, a story that takes place 3, 4, 5 years after Return of the Jedi, but the person is obviously not Harrison Ford, obviously not Luke. You know what I mean? Like, it would be so weird. I mean, it would work, I'm sure, whatever, but like, it would be so goddamn weird to see that, and I wouldn't want it. So if they're gonna dabble in, if they're gonna dabble in like more stories with the big three, go in the past, I guess. I don't know. Too weird. It would be too weird. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, well, that would be so weird. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. And Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much as well. Oscar says, it's linking dangerously close to Skywalker films. That's kind of where my brain is going, Oscar. But a lot of people seem to kind of think it's going in a different direction. I don't know. A part of me is completely cool with like it linking into the Skywalker films or kind of leading into the events of the sequel trilogy. I think it would be kind of, people always want, gap fillers or explanations for things, scenarios, characters, backstories, whatnot. And if The Mandalorian is able to kind of like be a piece of the franchise that is able to maybe like just give context here and there without being a complete like lock and key step to the sequel trilogy, I think it'd be kind of cool to have a little bit of context sprinkled in that leads into the sequel trilogy from The Mandalorian, And that would be nothing new with Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars is just littered with things that take place between movies, before movies, after movies, in movies, I'm completely fine with The Mandalorian being a little bit of a gap filler between the original, the OT, and the sequels. But yeah, we'll see. I appreciate that, Oscar. And Benjamin B, thank you for coming in with the final super chat and channel support of the stream. Tidy Wire, never mind. Tidy Wire, thank you as well. Benjamin B says Star Wars characters plus social media. Rey is on Facebook, linking with all other people you may know. Luke is on LinkedIn. Ahsoka is on TikTok. Han refuses to have social media. Saj Ventress has an OnlyFans. That all makes complete. Luke on LinkedIn is the only one that throws me off a little bit. I guess so. I could see Obi-Wan. I could see Obi-Wan Kenobi being on LinkedIn. He's a very by the books, all business kind of guy, I could see Luke being on Instagram, maybe, and just posting like black and white photos with no captions and no hashtags, just kind of mysteriously taking black and white pictures and posting them with no context. I could see that. Ahsoka on TikTok for sure. Young Ahsoka, early Clone Wars Ahsoka, TikTok for sure. I still have never used TikTok in my entire life. Still don't know anything about it, really. Other than like every TikTok post that I see reminds me of the Macarena. It's all like weird, just like dances. Like it's like shake your left foot. Somebody shakes their left foot. That's what TikTok is to me. Somebody dances, bob your head to the right. Bobbing my head to the right like that. It's like TikTok is just like a bunch of people doing different versions of the Macarena to different songs, it seems like. I still don't understand it. I'm also 87 years old, so that's just me. But anyway, Ben, I appreciate that, man. Let me take a quick sip of the old water. Tidy Wire and Oscar Rodriguez. Tidy Wire says, I want Bosk to come back. Does Bosk have, let's see, any, oh, guys, for the people that are listening to my voice right now, I actually put up my book, Sorry About the Mess, for sale for as cheap as Amazon would let me put it up for. So it's $8.99. Paperback, $2, I think. $2.99 or it's either $2.99 or $1.99. Kindle, if that's your thing. If not, you know, cool too. Does Bosk... Let's see. Does Bosk have a debt? Does he die at all? Am I looking in Legends? No, I'm looking in canon. Is Bosk dead? Yeah, Bosk is the only like, I mean, I liked him in the Clone Wars. He was a different kind of character than I was expecting. If that, I don't know how to explain that. Oh, actually, I don't think I knew that he was in Rebels. Oh wow, I'm looking at this screenshot of Rebels. They're unlikely allies. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. I'm sure you'll get some more Bosk, Tidy. Yeah, I feel like there's a few characters in Star Wars that were just gonna be around forever, and they're always gonna have like new stories, and they're always gonna like be intertwined in bigger, large-scale stories. I guess Bosk is one of them. But Tidy, I'm sure you will get more Bosk. There's no question. I don't think we know anything about Bosk's fate. Yeah, it seems like they're still making. Oh, he wasn't in Rebels? He wasn't? I'm looking at a screenshot of Ezra Bridger and Bosk, unlikely allies. Bosk survives. Let's see. Maybe this is just Galaxy of Adventures. Maybe he doesn't show up. Then what is this picture of Ezra and Bosk? Bosk hiring Ezra's services as a guide. Ake's Tavern? Tavern, let's see, where's this from? Ezra's Gamble? What is Ezra's Gamble? Oh, okay. Ezra's Gamble is a Star Wars Rebels junior novel. It was released on August 5th, 2014. Okay. So Bosk did not appear in the show. He appears in a book. Okay, there we go. You're not the Bosk of me now. There you go. There you go, guys. But I appreciate that, Tidy. Interesting. Oscar Rodriguez, Maggie Gyllenhaal for Leia post Jedi. Can I see that? I'm picturing her in my head. Let's see. I definitely see the resemblance. Let's see. Let's see if anybody else has given that Princess Leia. Let's see. Yeah, would Maggie Gyllenhaal make a good Leia? I see other people asking the same question and posing them. Yeah, I mean, in terms of casting, it would be pretty close visually, I suppose. Yeah. I still think the idea of recasting the big three post Return of the Jedi is just a little too weird for me. I just don't think I could. I mean, obviously, I would go watch the movies, but I just feel like it would be so weird, and I think I would be completely taken out of the movie the entire time, you know. But anyway, I appreciate that, Oscar. All right, guys, it's time for me to jet. I gotta knock some stuff out really quick before no cover uploaded. What? There we go. Before my daughter wakes up from her nap. I got maybe about 45 minutes. But all right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. To everybody who supported the channel through Super Chats, I appreciate the hell out of it, guys. To everybody who just hung out, shot the shit, or listened to my dumb voice, thanks for hanging out, man. Again, sorry about the mess. My book is on sale for as cheap as Amazon will let me list it. Go check it out. Just Google HelloGreedo, sorry about the mess, and you'll find it. Anyway, cool, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's go to the mall, shall we? Let's go see some elves. Let's go see the decorations. Let's go smell some whiskey on the mall Santa's breath. Later, motherfuckers!